Oh, happy day. Mm-hmm. Oh, happy day. And I ain't gonna keep singing to you because I like you. But good afternoon, good evening. Happy Sunday wherever you are in your day. I hope you're having a great day. I know you're about to have a great week because it's just like that. You've been working on stuff. You're about to execute. It's gonna go well. Skirt, skirt. Get it? Anyway, we're talking spiritual fitness today, okay? So, how do you train spiritually, all right? So for me, I apply the same components of physical fitness to my spiritual self, all right? And just try to, keep those things in mind as I go about my day, my life, my week, all that. So, physically, right, there's 5 components of fitness. So you got cardiorespiratory fitness, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. All right, so those are 5 components of physical fitness. Those can apply right over to your spiritual life. Today, we're gonna take flexibility, okay? So how can you be flexible spiritually? So, of course, now we know flexibility, like that's dealing with your body's, your muscles' ability, like to move through a full range of motion or some range of motion. Like me, a limited range of motion in some places. But that's something for us to work on, right? So if you didn't work out today or you chilling, stretch. You can be stretching right now, all right? But yeah, flexibility is important spiritually because things change. And we know we've been here the last 2-3 years. Things ain't going according to nobody plan. Everything a little different now. So you gotta be flexible. Those people that haven't been very flexible are probably having a hard time, right? Suffering a little bit with the whole state of things. But the more flexible people might be thriving, being more creative, figuring out some other stuff to do. All right, so you want to be able to bend without breaking, right? You want to be able to touch your toes without pulling the hamstring muscle. Same thing. Things might change, but it ain't got to ruin your day, right? Or your week or whatever. Like, you got to figure it out. Switch gears. And don't be afraid to be flexible. Don't be so stubborn that you can't be flexible. So, Hurricane Michael came through Florida like 2 years ago and just tore down West Florida. Like Tallahassee got a little bit, Gaston County got more, PC got a lot more, Mexico Beach. It was bad. So I was riding down I-10 and then I saw like all the trees down on the side of the road. It was very interesting to see because I haven't really ever seen it like that, just trees just laid down. So I was keep riding and get a closer look at these trees. There was 2 different types of trees, okay? So you got these 20-foot trees. I don't know how tall trees are, but I know a basketball goal was 10 feet, and they were way taller than that. So you got these 20, 30 feet trees, right? Bent over or laid down. 2 types. One of the trees was laid down. It came all the way up by the root. All right, so just the whole tree out the ground, which is really amazing. This is a huge tree. Whole thing out the ground, roots and everything. Then you got the other tree who just snapped kind of in half. Like, they ain't come out the ground. They just broke. And so, I'm looking at these trees and realizing like the ones that came up out the ground, they was definitely the more flexible version. They was like willing to submit to the storm. It was a storm going on. And it wasn't necessarily those trees storm, but they still had to be flexible. It wasn't because of them, but they still had to move. So those trees, instead of trying to resist the storm and be like, God, nah, I'm gonna just stand up, I'm good, I got it. They went ahead and laid down, like a little submission kind of. They laid down and came up by the root. And the other trees was like, nah, first of all, what's going on with this storm? I had some plans today. I was gonna be standing up all day, and I'm gonna keep standing up all day, because that wasn't my plan, to do no storm with you. So those trees broke in half. So they just essentially dead. So the storm done passed by, everything done. The trees that's uprooted, guess what? They can be replanted and keep growing. And probably some better soil. Whatever that storm was doing, it probably did do something to the soil too. I don't know nothing about soil. Just saying, it sound good to me. All right, so they was flexible, submitted, they can be replanted. But then you got those other trees that was like, nah, I ain't laying down, God. And they snap, they're done. Ain't no replanting that. You're broken in half, sir. Now, I don't know if that means they gonna keep growing from where they at. I don't know. Again, not an arborist or whatever. But it just showed me that it's okay to be flexible in a storm. You might become uprooted, and it might be uncomfortable for a little while, but you can be replanted, and you keep growing. But you wanna try to be stubborn, and not be flexible in places and times where you should be, you might break for real. And sometimes you can't come back from that. But we know with God, you can come back from everything. But you feel me? So don't be like those trees that didn't want to submit. You know, be flexible in your spirit. Sometimes things change, and it end up being for your good. You know how that go. So be cool this week. Think flexibility in your spirit. Don't let nothing throw you off. You might have a bad moment, but you ain't gotta have a bad day. You ain't gotta have a bad week. It's gonna be on and popping. All right, enjoy yourself. Have a great week. I love you. I need you to survive. So be flexible. I'm about to get out this bike and stretch so I can be more flexible. I sure don't want to pull a muscle. All right, peace.